Here's all my library books, and I need to check them out.
All right, you have your library card?
Oh, I got it right here. Okay. Got my library. It's in my name.
Okay,
So
great.
Mama got it for me. It's in my name. I'm so excited.
Wonderful.
Hey.
Let's check you out.
This is the cool part because you could check them all out at one time, sort of, kind of. I like that a lot. Okay. So there's more. They're all about underwear. I like them.
You're all checked out, Lukka. Here's your card.
Thank you.
They're due back in 4 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Mom.
See you next time.
With all my brothers and sisters. Bye. I got them. No need to help. I got them. Okay. Mom, can I do it without you? The camera's going. I'm saying, David, shh. I'm trying to do a video. I want to do a video about books I got at the library. Mom, can I? Okay. And ready, action. Hi, my name is Lukka Manuka, and this is my apartment, and you can't see it because my mommy helped me set this up so I could put a pretty picture behind me, but I just came from the library and I want to show you some books I got, okay? And they're really, really nice and they're really, really cool. Now, I got to share a secret with you though. This is not a library book. No, it's not, but I own this book because my grandma Vivi gave it to me. And Grandma Vivi Lukka, that's not her name, it's Vivi Manuka. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, she said this was a funny book, and it's called Animals in Underwear ABC. And it is funny. Look at all the pictures of animals in underwear. But it's not a library book, so I said, hey, I wonder if there's other books that have to do with underwear. So I went to the library, and Miss Jennifer was there. Not Miss Jillian, not Miss Christine, but Miss Jillian and Miss Margaret were there. Miss Jennifer and Miss Margaret. And Miss Jennifer helped me find some books about underwear. So I wanted to tell you about them. And here I go. This book, my mama says, is really funny. It's called The Underpants Zoo. And it's just like you would expect. It's got giraffes and iguanas and monkeys in it. And look, it's got rhyming words. And look at the pretty colors on the inside. And then when you turn the page and you start to read, it says, "Call me that fire, why there's been such a fuss. It's a zoo where the animals wear underpants like us." You will really enjoy this one. I read this one in the car over and over again on the way home. I mean, look at this silly crocodile. Or maybe it's an alligator. I don't know. But I have to get a book about that to find out. But right there she is wearing pink. Ooh, I didn't remember this picture, but these two snakes are wearing the same pair of underwear. That's nasty. But you might enjoy reading it. You might like it. It's got penguins in it. I can't show you anymore because then it would give away the ending. Okay, so there's that one. Now, I like ballet, and I like cats. And I like to read ballet cat books. Do you? This is a ballet cat book. And it's so funny because my grandma, Vivi, she lets us play this game called Dance, Dance, Freezing. Dance, Dance, Freezing. Dance, Dance, Freezing. And we dance and we freeze, you know. It's like a Dance Party USA. And this one's called Dance, Dance, Underpants. And there's a bear in it who doesn't want to dance. Her name is Butter Bear. That's funny because that's what we call my dog. We call him Buttercup and sometimes Butter because he's so fat. But at any rate, the ballet cat's trying to get him to dance, and there's this part in it when he finally gets up enough nerve to try and dance that all the animals in the audience, see, they're watching the ballet, they start saying, "Underpants, underpants, underpants, underpants." It's really funny. I hope you could check this one out, but it's called Dance, Dance, Underpants. And there's the author's name right there, so maybe Mommy can get that for you. Your Mommy, not mine. Now, sometimes when I go to the library, I'm very kind, and I really think about others because my Mommy tells me that's important. And especially now that I'm going to have a baby at my house with my mama having a baby. And so I picked out some books for my older brothers and sisters because, you know, we all live together on the second floor. I'm Lukka, and there's David, and there's Paul, and there's Mary. But there's so many of us. But anyway, here is the book, and it's too hard for me to read, but I think it says, underwear, what we wear under there. That rhymes. Underwear and there rhyme. And that's a good thing about books sometimes. It makes them funny when they rhyme. But see how many words are in it? It's for somebody a little bit older than me, 6 years old. But my mama can read parts of it to me, so it's okay for me to check it out. But like I said, I was being real kind and getting my brother David this book because he likes to read things about history and things like that. Oh, polka dot underwear. Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the middle of a video. I can't read right now. My mama said to stay focused. Okay. This book, it made me laugh and laugh and laugh. It's called Underwear. Of course, because that's what I was looking for was books on underwear. And there's a Papa Bear and there's a baby bear, and the baby bear takes a bath. And when he takes the bath, he doesn't put on his underwear afterward, and he's running around the house naked. And oh my gosh, you know, I used to call it naked when I was a really little kid, but now that I'm big and older and 6 years old, I call it naked because that's the right word. But he won't put on his underwear, and his daddy's so frustrated. So look, there's some underwear. It's white. It's white underwear. Okay, so that's a good one. You should check that one out. Now, I hate to say this, but sometimes you get books home, and they're not always books that you want to read. After you start reading, you say, hey, that was not a good choice. But you try them anyway. And this is a funny book on the cover. Okay? It says, one big pair of underwear. And look at these two bears. They're sharing underwear like those snakes in that other book. But that's all it does when it talks about underwear is the first page, the cover and the first page. Then after that, the guy that writes it, or is it a lady, I don't remember, but whoever writes it just never talks about underwear again. They talk about other numbers, so you could learn about numbers like 2 and 3 and 5 and 7. There's all different kinds of numbers in here, but it's still a good book. It was really nice, and I'm going to take it to my grandma Vivi's house when I go spend the night on Fridays. But it's not a book about underwear if that's all you're looking about. It just only has the first page about underwear. But that's okay, because you don't have to like everything you check out from the library. Okay, so my oldest brother, his name is Paul, and he has a twin, and his name is George. And Paul and George, they like comic books. So this is sort of like a comic book. It's called The Wolf in Underpants. Look at the striped underpants. They're so silly. They're striped. And so I read this book just by looking at the pictures, but it's sort of like a comic book in that, you know, like they call them graphic books or something like that, graphic novels or whatever. And see, there's little things like cartoons. And these people are afraid of the wolf, I think. That's what it looks like. And then somebody makes them some underwear. And wait, there's one page. Oh, this really looks like a comic book here. See? So that's why I got this book for my brother and his twin, Paul and George. Oh, you know, sometimes when I have to go to the store, my mommy makes me do things that I don't like at all. And that is going to shop for new underwear. It's boring, but it has to be done, right? So that's what you can read about in this book. It's called Monsters' New Undies. And he has to go buy new underwear, and he doesn't know what to do because he doesn't like anything that he sees. He doesn't want this, he doesn't want that. And all the grown-ups are telling him what to do. Has that ever happened to you? Because that happens to me a lot. But okay, but back to the book. Monsters' New Undies. That would be a good one to check out. You want to see a picture inside? Okay, I'm going to show you the funny picture that I found. Oh, we got to turn the pages gently. Miss Margaret told me to turn the pages with my fingers, not my hands. Wait a minute. Oh, they go to a store called Undie World. Now, that's funny enough for me. But wait a minute. I saw a picture I wanted to show you. Oh, this is it. It's this giant pile of underwear. All the ones that he didn't like when they were trying them on. It's funny. It's funny. I know. I'm going to share that with some people at school, too. Now, this book is okay. It's got a little sweet teddy bear in it, and I'm not a big fan of teddy bears, but it also has a silly frog, and it's called The Frog Who Lost His Underpants. And someone stole his underpants, and the teddy tries not to laugh, and he says, "My goodness, who would steal your undies? And it's hardly worth their while. Your underwears don't make any sense," is what he says. And so the pictures are they're really tiny little different things. I like some pictures like that where you can see different things going on all over the pages, but there's chimps in it, and it was a pretty good book. And of course it had my theme, so I liked it. The underwear. It's called The Frog Who Lost His Underpants. All right, so guess what? Guess what? This one. It's called Veggies with Wedgies. Now, I just learned the other day when I got this book what a wedgie was, and it's like when your underwear is too tight in the backside, and sometimes my brothers will talk about giving each other wedgies, which I think it means that it's not very nice. But I thought this was funny. I thought they could relate to it too. It's called Veggies with Wedgies, and what I like about this book is you're learning about something funny, and it talks about underwear, but it also shows all the good vegetables you should eat to have a rainbow plate. That's what my mama tells me, and my grandma Viva, to have a rainbow plate. Okay? So, Veggies with Wedgies. Well, you know what? I don't know if you knew that there's also another book, and Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. Let me read you before I show you the title. It says, "I've been waiting all year long. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November." See all the months? But you have to wait till December to wear what? Holiday underwear! Yay! So this is about Christmas underwear. So when it gets to be close to Christmas, maybe you can check this book out. So that's good. Now, this is for my oldest sister, because she's really a big fan of doing reports for school. And I thought there were so many words that she could do a report about underwear, because she's in high school. And her name is Evelyn. And Evelyn said she didn't know, because she didn't know she could get... She should really do a report about underwear, but I told her it was a really good idea because this was a good book. And it's, like I said, for older people. But it talks about all the different things that people did for underwear a long time ago. Like, did you know that they even use leaves? Ew. I hope they don't use poison ivy leaves for underwear. This is 50 underwear questions. Bear all history. And it talks about underwear for ladies and underwear to wear under kimonos. And when those pants, my daddy wears these pants that look like this. They come down like shorts, and I think they're called boxers. And it talks about when they made boxers. That's what my sister told me. So that one might be a good book that if you don't like it because it's too hard and you can't read it, you can show it to your older brother or sister. So just a minute, Mom, I got one more book. Okay. All right. So this is the last book, and I think of all the underwear books, other than the one that my grandma Viva gave me about animal ABC underpants, is Polar Bear's underwear. And it is so cute. And there's so many different colors of underwear, and there's a little pig in it, and there's all different kinds of animals. And the polar bear right here, he can't find his underwear anywhere, and he's just sad. So the little mouse tries to help him, and then the little mouse, they go around and they find all these pairs of underwear, like this one. This is the only one I'll show you because I don't want to ruin any of the surprises. It says, "Oh, is this your underwear, Bear? Whose underwear is this?" And Bear's like, "No, that pair's too small." That's right. And then it's the butterfly's underwear. My goodness. So I can't tell you the end. You're going to have to read it to find out whether or not Polar Bear finds his underwear. But, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to ask my grandma Viva to read this book to me 27,301 times when I go to her house the next time. So those are my books. Oh my goodness, I forgot about the best one. The library lady, when we went today, Miss Margaret, she read this book to me and to all other boys and girls, and it's called Creepy Pair of Underwear. And I got to check it out because she had like 9 copies, and I got to have one of them. There were some kids that didn't, but that's okay because their mamas already had enough books for them. But it's a really cool book, and there's green in it, and all kinds of spooky colors. It's like a Frankenstein book with underwear. Look, there's Frankenstein on the front. Well, My sister said, that's not Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was the doctor. I don't care. I call him Frankenstein. And the creepy underwear book, I'm going to see if maybe Miss Margaret can read it to you, too. Okay? So that's all my books about underwear, and I hope you really, 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 David, I'm almost finished. Quick! I hope you really, 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 really like to read them. And any other time you want to know about books, all you got to do is ask the librarians at the library. Bye!
Creepy Pair of Underwear by Aaron Reynolds, pictures by Peter Brown. A Simon & Schuster book for young readers. A creepy pair of underwear. Jasper Rabbit needed new underwear. On Thursday, Mom took him to the underwear store and grabbed the last 3 packages of plain white. But as they headed for the checkout, Jasper spotted them. Creepy underwear, so creepy, so comfy. They were glorious. Mom, can we get these? Jasper pleaded. I think they're a little too creepy, said Mom. They're not creepy, they're cool, said Jasper. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. So Mom agreed to buy 1 pair. That night, Jasper wore his cool new underwear to bed. Do you want me to leave the light on? Asked Dad. Dad, I'm not a little bunny anymore, said Jasper. I'm a big rabbit now. His dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed. The underwear glowed, a ghoulish, greenish glow. He closed his eyes. He pulled up the covers. He buried his face in his pillow, but it didn't help. He could still see that ghoulish, greenish glow. Jasper leaped out of bed and put on a pair of plain white. He stuffed the creepy underwear into the bottom of his laundry hamper. Whew! He finally fell asleep. But when he got up the next day, he was wearing the creepy underwear. Jasper threw them into the garbage can. He was still a big rabbit. He wasn't scared or anything, but he was done with scary underwear. After school, Jasper was doing his homework when he heard it. A scratching, scraping sound coming from his dresser. He opened the drawer and they were back, staring at him with that ghoulish, greenish glow. He snatched the creepy underwear out of the drawer. He grabbed a big envelope and some stamps. Bye-bye, scary underwear, he said, dropping the package in the mailbox. When he opened the front door the next morning, there they were. And were those chopsticks? His creepy pair of underwear had somehow returned from China, and it had brought back souvenirs. Jasper grabbed his mom's good sewing scissors. She didn't like him using them, but this was an underwear emergency. And this time, the creepy underwear were gone for good. At bedtime, he slowly opened his underwear drawer. Nothing. Just plain white undies. He searched under his bed. He shook out his lampshades. Whew! There was no sign of creepy underwear. He went into the bathroom to comb his ears. Oh, they were back! What's the matter with you? His mom asked. You're so jittery lately. Nothing, he yelped. A grown rabbit couldn't be terrified of his underpants. He seized the underwear. He snagged a shovel from the garage, and he rode. He didn't stop pedaling until he reached Creek Hanger Hill. Jasper began to dig. He dug until his hole was dark and deep and 100% underwear proof. He dropped the underwear in. They gleamed from the bottom, that ghoulish, greenish glow. But not for long. When he got home, Jasper crept up to his dresser. They couldn't be in there. There was no way, right? He reached for the handle. He peeked in. Nothing. Just plain white. Jasper smiled and turned out the light. There was just one problem. It was really dark in there, even for a big rabbit. Jasper turned on the light. He looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white, and he knew what he had to do. The creepy underwear were a little muddy, but they still filled the room with that gentle, greenish glow. The next day, Jasper gathered his allowance money and went to the underwear store all by himself, just like a big rabbit. That night, Jasper wasn't scared at all. As he lay down to sleep, he smiled, and so did his underwear, because they had finally found somebody who wasn't scared of creepy underwear. The Wolf in Underpants by Wilfred Lupano, Miana Itoiz, and Paul Cayute. Ballet Cat Dance Dance Underpants by Bob Shea. The Underpants Zoo, written and illustrated by Brian Sindelbach. The Frog Who Lost His Underpants by Juliet McSeaver, illustrated by Kat Chapman. Veggies with Wedgies by Todd H. Doodler. Underwear, What We Wear Under There by Ruth Freeman Swain, illustrated by John O'Brien. Creepy Pair of Underwear by Aaron Reynolds, illustrated by Peter Brown. 50 Underwear Questions by Tanya Lloyd Key, illustrated by Ross Kennard. One Big Pair of Underwear by Laura Gell and Tom Lichtenheld. Polar Bears Underwear by Tupera Tupera. Vegetables and Holiday Underwear by James Chapman. Monsters New Undies by Samantha Berger, illustrated by Tad Carpenter. Underwear by Jen Harney. Here are a few others you might enjoy. Monsters Love Underpants by Claire Friedman and Ben Court. Underpants Dance by Marlena Zapp and pictures by Lynn Avril. Attack of the Underwear Dragon, written by Scott Rothman, illustrated by Pete Oswald.